Good morning. I'm currently finishing up my breakfast. We'll finish packing everything. My air mattress may or may not be fully fixed. We'll find out later tonight when I try to sleep on it. But we got our ride scheduled. We got Tie-Dye coming back to pick me up and take back to the trail. So I'm just going to check back in when we get to Walker Pass. And we're back up to the campground. Just got dropped off by Tie-Dye. Great dude, awesome trail angel, just volunteering his time and everything. He takes out the trash up here and brings up waters and stuff. I think I'm gonna chill here for a bit. I got like some bananas and there's some cold drinks and stuff, still ice in the ice chest up here. So I'm gonna have a little second breakfast and then we'll be hitting the trail here shortly. Starting out with a huge climb once we cross Walker Pass itself. And we're back on trail. That was a lovely break. It's kind of hard to get moving in the morning. Just chilling there at the little picnic table. We got like 3/4 of a mile or so. We'll get up to Walker Pass itself. And then it's like 7 miles of uphill or something like that. It's gonna be a lot of uphill today. Getting some high elevation. And I'm loaded down with food and water. Next water source from here is like 16 miles or so. And then looking to camp a little bit further past that. I think we're doing 18 miles today. Kind of some lighter days and get us into Kennedy Meadows in a few days. Here's Walker Pass. A little monument here for Joseph Walker. Discovered the pass over the Sierra Nevada mountains, 1834. Crossing the road here, and here starts the big hill climb. There's back towards the pass. The road to Kern and Ridgecrest. And up we go. So far this uphill is not bad at all, really. It's just a long, steady, gradual climb. There's out to the west side. This hill climb has been pretty great so far. I think it was just like 2 days ago, out of one of the last water caches, where I was complaining about how difficult the hill climb was, just being heavy on water, and it was so hot. It was probably the most difficult climb of the trail, and this is probably the easiest climb of the trail. And we're gaining a lot of altitude, but it's over enough of a distance to where it's not a grueling climb or anything. And I'm loaded down with food and water from being fresh out of town. But it's not bad. Here's looking east into the Kern and Ridgecrest area. Mount Jenkins. Well, this part of the trail just got incredible. Spectacular views out to the east. Beautiful rocky cliffs.
definitely feel like I'm getting somewhere with epic mountains. Beautiful views all day. This is definitely an awesome stretch. I just got done with a little break, chilling in some shade with some other hikers. And we're continuing kind of a long descent now. And we've switched over to the western side of the ridge. There's a water source coming up in about 3 miles, the Joshua Tree Spring. I hadn't really counted on that one, but it's flowing. The only issue is that people are saying it's slightly irradiated with uranium. But, you know, you drink a liter and you'll be fine. Just don't continually drink it from a source for the rest of your life, and I think you'll be okay. So I think I might just stop into there and top up with a little bit of water. We've been really making our way down into this valley area. Coming up on some more stones laid out. This looks like a 25% mark. That's kind of cool. Quarter of the way done. Here's my exit. Joshua Tree Spring, quarter mile. I need water. Here's the main water source. Well, this is pretty grody with a bunch of mosquito larvae in it. And the spring pipe isn't flowing. It took me like 15 minutes through the bad directions to find the other, better source. But there's a little stream right behind it. The directions should have just said go upstream from the stream. And there's a little metal cistern thingy up there, 100 feet. And that's what I scooped out of already. But that also was looking pretty gross. So it's kind of like pick your poison. Back on trail. From here, we got 5 miles to the next good water source. A little more downhill, then it pops up for like 2 miles, then back down, then we're out of water. This uphill is not as fun. It's steeper and it's 100 degrees outside. Well, this just officially became one of the worst climbs of the entire trail so far. Hot, heat exhaustion, very steep. It's only 2 miles, but this is a friggin' rough 2 miles. Ugh. Done with the uphill. Now we got a little over 2 miles downhill to Spanish Needle Creek. Almost down there. Less than a mile to the creek. I think I'm gonna end the day down there. I'm just getting too tired. That'll be about 1.5 miles short of my intended goal, and I think that'll be fine. That'll be close enough. I think there's camping options down there, but I don't know if there's too many. I know of like 20 people that are right behind me, and I think most everybody's gonna be going at least this far, just because it's like the first real water source outside of town. So it might be kind of crowded tonight. There's the creek. I just loaded up. Time to go look for some spots. Found a decent spot. There's where I'm set up at. There's a good number of people chilling just a little bit over there. I think most of them are going to move on in a little bit, so we still got a whole bunch that could trickle in though eventually, so I'm expected to have some company tonight. But at least I got a little corner tucked away for myself. I'm just going to suck down like 6 liters of water and start getting on my Subway sandwich here in a minute. Well, it's starting to feel much better with a belly full of food and water. And I'll report back in the morning on how my air mattress is doing, if I got all the leaks or not. So far it seems like it's holding well enough, but we'll see. So I think that's going to do us for today. We did well enough. Today was a little rough with the heat and everything. Might be similar for tomorrow, though I think we'll have a few more frequent water sources. And then like once we get Kennedy Meadows on, water is just going to be abundantly everywhere. So there's just a few more days to kind of struggle through in between the water sources. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Good morning. Slightly warmer than usual last night. I think it's supposed to be super hot today. I think it's going to be hotter than it was yesterday. Yesterday was really hot. But we are on the second to last day of the desert section. And tomorrow will be Kennedy Meadows. That's pretty awesome. And we're starting out with a hill climb. So far it's not too bad. Loaded up with water. And the first water source we're going to be hitting for the day is going to be 12 miles in, I think. This is a nice little valley area. All that hillside we came down yesterday. Now climbing out the other side. I'm glad it's not like 100 degrees out. It's not too bad of a climb, but it's a moderate steep up. Making our way higher. I think this is something like a 5-mile hill climb. And we're not even in the sun yet. And I can just feel the heat like increasing. It already feels like it's 75 degrees. And it's like 6:30 in the morning. Yep, this climb sucks. There's looking back. Just crossed over a little saddle to the other ridge. So we got a new valley to look at. But we're still like a little over a mile till the top. And then we got a good long bit of a downhill coming ahead of us. But it's not so steep anymore. But we'll take a break once we get to the top of the peak here. Getting some good views back out to the east, back towards Ridgecrest and such. I'll find a spot to take a break up here somewhere. Back on trail after a nice little break. Now we got a long, like 6.5-mile descent all the way down to Chimney Creek. It's surrounded by little purple flowers. Yeah, these downhills are easy. I could do this all day. The only problem is, once we get all the way down to Chimney Creek, then it's another huge uphill all the afternoon. And it's gonna be like afternoon, literally, so 100 degrees, heat of the day. It's gonna be miserable the last however many miles I'm gonna be doing, 5 to 7 or whatever. Just taking a quick snack break in the shade. I don't know if you can see them when they fly by, but there's little black flies everywhere. And they're just annoying. They're not like biting or anything, but there's always just one or two just constantly in your face. I can't remember if I said or not this morning, but my air mattress is definitely still leaking. I think the patches are good, because those looked okay. There's probably just one more hole or two that I haven't found yet.
So I'm definitely on the look to get it replaced as soon as I can, whether I can find outfitters at Kennedy Meadows or in Lone Pine. Last resort, I'll have to ship something to myself, but that could take a week or two. This must be Chimney Creek. So we'll follow the arrow and go up here. Done with our water refill break. That was Chimney Creek. There's a bunch of people hanging out there, just relaxing and trying to sleep and stuff. Most people are probably going to be resting the rest of the day and night hiking, just because now we're at the point where it's going to start getting really hot. But I'm going to just take it slow and steady and take lots of rest breaks and stuff, but keep on moving. Stick to my normal routine of trying to be at camp by like 4 to 5. But now we got like 6.5 miles of uphill, and the next water source is Fox Mill Spring in about 2.5 miles. Made it to the next waypoint, Fox Mill Spring. Finally got a moment where there's not like 15 people hanging around, but I'm filling up all my water and everything. The next water source is going to be like 10.5 miles from here. That'll be tomorrow morning. The rest for today, we got about 6 more miles. We got 4 miles of uphill, then it crests over a ridge, and then 2 miles of downhill, somewhere near a road crossing. I think that's where I'm going to be looking for camp for the night. So I'm just going to keep drinking my fill of water, some more snacks, and then we'll push on and finish the uphill climb. We're back on trail. It's really hot, and I'm really heavy, loaded down with water. This climb isn't particularly steep or anything, it's just one of those continuous, long uphill, and it's hot. Almost to the top. I think we got like a mile or so left, and then we start getting some downhill to the tent site. Starting to get some glimpses of distant mountains. Those are all the Sierras we'll be going into. Oh, we're done with the uphills for today. Starting downhill. Less than 2 miles. Somewhere near a road crossing, there should be some stealth site options. And good views of the Sierra Nevada range. Still a little ways away, even after leaving Kennedy Meadows. Well, I think we're coming up on the spot that I was kind of thinking I was aiming for. Looks like some designated sites right here. It's kind of rocky though, but it looks level enough. I'll look around and see what looks best, I guess. Yeah, here's the best spot that I found. I just went a little bit further down the trail, closer to where this dirt road crossing is at. And yeah, I'm gonna get set up the rest of the way, start taking care of dinner, and the usual. Just got my dinner all cooked up. The Backpacker Pantry Chicken Fettuccine Alfredo. I have not tried this one before. It looks really good. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I like this one. It's pretty good. Well, I think that's gonna do us for today. I'm just continuing to sit in the shade, waiting for the sun to go down. Kind of bakes the inside of the tent a little bit with the sun blaring right on it, so I'm just waiting. But
tomorrow is getting into Kennedy Meadows. So that is a major milestone. That's going to be awesome. So tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Checking out the stores, checking out Grumpy Bears, and seeing what all trouble we can get up to at that place. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.